like 3
Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I am the brother Chaya from GMSC Indianapolis, branch of Indiana, the original Gary campus, GMSC in Ontario 2. And I just want to do a reaction to this. All right. Here you got Angela Yee, and in her field, her field of radio, whatever. You look at her credentials, she's qualified. She's qualified to be much more than what she is now, right? Because on her show is nothing but a whole bunch of women talking about raunchy, sexual, explicit actions, man. All right. That's all. That's all. That's what the so-called see. This is what the so-called black woman has been reduced to, man. And she, like, when you look her up, she's educated, experienced, all up in that field, right? But that's what she used it for. All right. That whole show, a woman in her damn near 50-ish or somewhere around there. Anyway, I'm press play.
when it's 2 women and a man. But do you think we'll ever come to a place in society where it'll be like a threesome is 2 men and a woman, and they'll be okay with that?
I've only done that.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And
2 men?
2 men. Mm-hmm. And they traded off. It was like they were friends, and they traded off. It's the best 50th birthday ever.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And they traded off. So it was never like them together.
Okay.
It was like they were flip-flopping me. One would please me, then he'd pass me to the other, and one would kiss me, and then he'd spin me around for the.
Y'all hear this shit? Jody mama getting a train ran on her at 50 is crazy, shaking my hand. And I remember when this happened. This happened some years back, right? But yeah. So now she damn near 60. All right, maybe 57, 56, whatever. And instead of teaching these young women how to fucking mop a floor, right? How to burp a baby. This is what y'all got to say. And look at that wig, man. You see that wig? You see how terrible that wig is? She's an inglorious woman. That's why she don't have any glory. The scripture speaks about the glory of a woman is her hair. And a lot of these so-called black women, that's why your hair won't grow. That's why the Lord do something. It's just spiritual. You be 7, 8, 9, hair be beautiful. Some of y'all's don't. Hair be growing, then your mama give you that infamous perm and it all falls out. Right? Where the Lord allowed that to happen to you because you weren't supposed to have no fucking hair. You weren't supposed to have any fucking glory. All right? Look at that terrible wig. Look at that wig, man. All that money. This is a famous actress. All that money. They ain't came up with no technology to make these wigs better. It's something about them wigs. See, they got these BBLs, these surgeries and all that shit. But look at that fucking wig. The terribleness of it. See? Because the glory of a woman is her hair. And these women, ain't no glory in that. And you hear how she talking? You see how proudly she said that? What you think the Lord got for her? Right? Let me grab some scriptures. See? The elder did a video. Elder Vodcamp, Elder Ayaz did a video entitled "Women Are Just Naturally Wicked," man. Sirach 42:12. Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. For from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. So don't give no woman credit. Look, I'm gonna tell you, look, human nature is to believe beauty. See, when you're beautiful or when you handsome or when you attractive, it naturally kind of lowers people's defenses. Okay. So the scripture says, behold, not everybody's beauty. All right. Bitch don't get no pass because she visually appealing. And that's what happened is this what the mind do. You see a woman and a woman to be beautiful and you won't expect her to do certain shit because she's beautiful. I'm gonna give you a story. When I was in high school, this was like the most attractive girl in school. Everybody wanted a Paris, right? And one day, it was just me and her in the hallway. She didn't see me, but I saw her. So we walking, going our directions, and I saw this bitch hawk a fucking loogie in the middle of the hallway. And that was it for me. But I didn't expect something like that to happen from her, to come from her. That was a total shock. Ironically enough, it was a trash can right there. So if she would have spit in the trash, it would have been like, but at least she did it in the trash. But she hawked it up and just spit. And it landed wherever it landed. And it was very masculine. It wasn't girly at all. And I was like, that was it for me. I was off Paris. It was fuck a Paris. But see, that's just giving you an example. Verse 13, for from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. See, that Angela Yee podcast bullshit show shit she got, that's nothing but an erotic version of The View. Right? And all these panels of women just get the yap and get the cackle. What the hell you think? What do you think they gonna talk about? What's gonna come from it? Wickedness. Check it out. Better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. Yeah, see, you got them. You got a horse, right? That's sweet as pie. All right, but a churlish man is better than that, right? Let's look up churl real quick. All right. A mean, crusty old coon. You know, you always got maybe one uncle, somebody, a scoundrel, a knave, in the sense of withholding niggardly. You know, them stingy, mean old uncles, right? Probably a dirtbag, right? He better than a shameful woman. A woman which bringeth shame and reproach. Because that's the biggest shame and reproach. The biggest shame and reproach a woman can bring is what she do with her body. Right? Like the scripture says, through much liberty she abused herself. Sirach 26:10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Yeah, multiple sexual partners that's a woman abusing herself, man. Because the science and the information that's coming out regarding women being with more than one man and how that affects them and how that can affect their future offspring from other men, it's diabolical. See, the Lord is a God of knowledge. See, he knew what he was doing. All that soul tie bullshit, that's applied to women. That don't apply to men. Men, we built to love more than one woman, right? Just like the Most High love all the 12 tribes. the Most High, spiritually speaking, his two wives was who? Israel and Judah, right? But a woman can't love more than one. It says, "Let she'll hate a woman to hate one and love the other." Now you got good memories from each dude, and you just compiling all into one, and that's your super dude. That's the man for you. Ain't nobody gonna fit all of that. You done been with 50 dudes, and that's light. You done been with 50 dudes, ain't even 30 yet, and I line all the 50 dudes up, and it'll be you'll see a difference as night and day. One dude short, dark, fat. Other dude tall, skinny, light, braids. Oh, all the everything is on the spectrum, from the hair to the way they dress, whether they got a haircut, a fro, or braids, or dreads, jerry curl. Hell, even occupation, drug dealer, computer analyst. See? So now you a ball of confusion. Now you just confused. Now and then you become all them. You become all them niggas. That's why these women got a million jobs. They can't stop working. They always into some shit, always doing shit, just can't sit still. Right? Watch over an impudent eye. Impudent basically not listen, doing what you want to do. That's what women do. Can't nobody tell them nothing. And marvel not if she trespass against thee. See? You do one thing she don't like, she finding another pole to jump on, right? And here it is. You got a panel of women, right? A panel of elderly women who's supposed to be telling her what not to do, but they'll encourage it, right? They'll encourage it. Uh, 2 Timothy 2:16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. So this type of talk, you just got to ignore it. All right? And that's why a lot of you so-called black women get ignored. Because this is what your conversation is like. On some level. So when men see you, this is what they see. When men see you, they see unruly, difficult whore. And who wants that? What do you want from a whore? Sex. You don't want love, commitment, and all that extra shit from a whore. And sass and disagreeableness. But that's what it's become, looking at so-called black women. You know why? Because there ain't enough of the opposite to bat this down. You got a small contingent which speaks against, this type of behavior. And I'll give it, and it's increasing, but it's very, very minute. It's very, very small. This is the majority. Her talking like that's the majority. And you see them. You can tell, look, for the most part, man, if a woman got a wig, a woman got a ridiculous ass wig, ridiculous weave, woman shouldn't be wearing weave anyway. But the ridiculousness of it shows you the depth of the how can I say, damn, this is a word people use all the time. It's escaping me. The trauma. The ridiculousness of the makeup shows you, because these things have been played down in our society. It ain't that bad. It ain't a bad thing for a woman to wear weave. It ain't a bad thing for her to wear makeup. And it ain't a bad thing for her to wear lashes and to dress a certain way. That's been played down. So you got to balance it. So you see it now. The extremeness of it shows you where the trauma at. The tattoos, women getting tattoos all over their face now. Looking for love. Bitch, you ain't looking for love. Bitch, you looking for some 45 bullets. You ain't looking for no damn love. Talking about tattoos on your face. You talking shit. So you see all that, the extremeness of their physical form, how they look, coupled with what they talking about, their conversation. Oh, well, hell, you judge a book by its cover when it come to a woman. And so you just get, and so you so-called good women, right? Well, not, they always say, well, it ain't everybody. It ain't all. Well, that's too damn bad. We ain't looking for no needles in no haystack. Who the fuck about to look for a needle in the haystack? Right? So you get it's just best to just avoid the lot of you. You're gonna have to do some fucking work. This ain't the fucking 90s and the 80s and all that Drew Hill, Tank and all that shit. No, ain't nobody searching and pursuing for you. You're gonna have to do the pursuing now. You're gonna have to make a play, throw your bid in, and show and prove that you ain't like all these other women. I mean, hey, look where we at. Look what the hell we just heard. And nobody sat up there and condemned that shit. Hell, didn't nobody even sit up there and say, well, that ain't for me. You know what that did? That piqued curiosity and interest. Anyway, Lord willing, this was the edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakudah Shalom.